Alright, what's up guys? Travis with REC Garage, and I finally found my GoPro batteries. It only took a week. Probably a week and a few days actually. But back in the garage, working on stuff, trying to finish up the 37 sedan delivery. I have the rear package tray thing taken out. Package tray. Rear panel taken out. It's right here. I am going to start welding that piece I made in a previous video onto it, welding the sides onto it, putting it back in, installing it, and then working on the outer skin. That is going to be a tough piece because it connects everything in the rear. The sill when you open the rear door, the two quarters, I guess you would call them quarters, that come down, that attaches to it. The fender's attached to it, and also the bottom, obviously, of the rear panel. It has to swoop around and meet that. It has a reverse curve, and it's got a bead detail around it. So it is a really complicated panel. I'm not sure if I want to make it in one piece, or if I should make it in two or three. When it gets into 2 and 3, the fitment to the fenders really doesn't matter, because I'll make the two halves longer so they can overlap, and I'll cut, and that'll be nice. I can kind of adjust and make it fit and cut it. Then I'll deal with the bead alignment issues. If I make one bead smaller or bigger than the other, then it kind of, there's more room for error, I guess. So I don't know what I want to do. I might just do it in one piece, but thought process might change as I'm working on it. You'll obviously see. So let me just run through a bunch of stuff I already did on the 37 and the 46, kind of what happened in the garage this past week that I haven't been recording. I just don't like recording on the phone. I did that last one quick, and then, you know, I didn't like it, so I had to wait until the GoPro batteries were found, and I found them. So let's show you what happened. Okay, so on the 37, I got the fenders mounted. They still need to be repaired, but I got the cage nuts all welded and in place. So just like factory, you can put the fenders on and screw them in. You don't have to deal with nuts on the backside. I did fill the remaining bullet holes, including the one I kept forgetting about over there next to that pack of 6 that was over there. One here, 2 over here, and another one around the corner. I think that's the only bullet holes, so there's no more left on this car. You know how there was, like, I think the inner came down and like ended up here, and there was a hole on each side that when you're on the inside you can see out, and I sealed that up on both sides. So now it's not watertight, but it's all closed up, both corners. So now I'm confident to say all the patches are done up until here, besides the fenders. And so that's the door, and that down there, that rear panel, is all I have left on this car. And it's kind of weird because there's been so much work done to this thing, and there's only the rear panel and the back door. So that's cool. 46. I got the running boards on both sides. I like how they did that. They kind of hid it underneath the door, and it's only a stainless trim. It's a nice touch. I was never really super into these cars until I got one, and now I appreciate everything that it has. Let's see. Something small, but I finally got a gas cap that fits, and put the filler neck on. Again, running boards. Have the wires run, but I need to put some loom on it. See, dashes in. You probably already saw that, I think. Nice super deluxe gauges. Oh, I fixed the shifter. Not that the shifter didn't work, but when you're in drive, the lever arm was sitting below the transmission pan, and I don't know if you can see it. Now you can't see under there, but you just gotta take my word for it. The lever arm was below the transmission pan, so I cut it, moved it up, pretty much made a whole new bracket, and now when you're in drive, it's level, if not a little above the transmission pan, so you're not gonna smash the shifter if you hit a big bump or a rock or something. And I hope you don't hit that anyway. Inside, I got this panel here from Pre-War and More. It's got a lot of good parts. I had to do some repairs to this because he didn't really have a great one, but he was nice enough to sandblast it for me and send it over so I didn't have to do that much work. I got one of these panels coming. I did a deal with a guy, traded a couple shirts for it, so that was cool. In here, not too much. I started replacing some of the split loom with this asphalt loom. Got a big piece here. Got it from Napa. I'm still waiting on a radiator. I've been painting things slowly. Like I painted the headlight buckets. I painted these panels here that the top irons attached to and the window regulators sit in, both sides. I got some 49 Plymouth bumpers, cleaned them up with some steel wool. Look decent, nice driver quality, nothing super crazy. The rear one has a split in it up there because it was bent pretty severely. I kind of straightened it out for the most part, but that crack is now like peaked up, so I need to cut it, smash it down, cut it, you know, deal with that. Yeah. Oh, so the story with the radiator, I got it from Eckler's, and I would beware order anything from Eckler's right now because I heard they're in some deep doo-doo, so stay away. I ordered the radiator, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, and they weren't shipping it out, and I'm like, this is just a Champion radiator. This shouldn't be an issue here. So I called them, I said, what's going on? I said, let me contact the distributor for you. Apparently they couldn't even call the distributor, which seemed odd to me, so I called Champion Radiators myself, and come to find out, they had the radiator in stock, but they couldn't ship it out because Eckler's haven't paid their bill, which is not a good sign. So I canceled my order, and I'm going to order it either straight from Champion or somewhere on eBay. You'll get it to me in a couple days. It's just been a pain because I can't tune the carburetor. I can't make sure the transmission shift's fine. I can't make sure of all these things until I have a cooling system. So that's kind of been the crux of this project right now. But enough blabbing. Let's get to work. Let's start welding in this rear inner panel so I can start making the outer. All right, so I got this this piece that I made welded onto the original, painted it with self-etching primer, and I also put, as you can see, the sides on here. The sides where the fenders will bolt to after this panel goes over it. Now that this is done, I need to start making this outer panel here. First off, I think what I'm gonna do is start off with just making the centerpiece here, just a big reverse curve, just to get the shape here that I need. I'll probably make it right from this edge down, and I'll give myself a little extra here for bending over. This might not even be the piece that goes on. This might just be a little test piece. I kind of just want to figure out the shape here because there's really nothing to go off of. It's literally just creating it from pictures the best I can. So it's going to be interesting, but I'll start off with a reverse curve. Then I will make, I got to make a die for the Pullmax to make the bead all along here. It's not going to be a full bead profile. It's kind of just going to be essentially just a step up, because it comes down here and there's the line that continues, but it kind of comes up and forms a bead, but it just ends. It doesn't come back down and flatten out again like this card doesn't even have any, like this. It's not something like this. It's more of like this here. So the panel will come down, step up like that, and just continue until it reaches the bottom and I bend it over. So the other day I did make some quick rough templates of where the bead is going to go, if you can see that. So that bottom of the paper there is where the bead is going to, or that detail line is going to follow, and just flip it over to the other side, and this is the passenger. So same story here. Kind of have an idea of where to go, and then I kind of made this this gentle curve here on the bottom. I actually made that out of the curve of a 32 axle. So that's what I transferred to the bottom here. And that's kind of what we're going with. I think it looks good. So let's try and do something. All right, so I have a reverse curve, but it is too big. It would probably be good on something like this, catwalk of a coupe or something like that, but it looks all right here. But see how it's actually, if I can figure a way to bring those back up, then I might be able to get it. Just not sure what I need to do exactly here. Because I got this. This is a nice sweep. But yeah, this. It's a little tricky. Let me see what I can do to flatten that out actually. Now that I think about it. It's not half bad. So let me continue trying to work this. It's really hard to see. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I think I'm making it work. Let's see. So, at the top of this panel, when it comes up, there's a lip, which starts off the sill plate that you step on. So, I broke a 3/16, no, 3/8. 3/8 flange on a 45, and it's still got a curve to it, as you can see. So I'm going to stretch this flange so I flatten it back out to match the sill plate there. And then I can hang the door and shrink and stretch as I need to get the same curvature as the door bottom. And then obviously I'll match the same when I build the bottom of the door, because I still need to do some more work on that. But it's actually getting there. I had it up like that at first, and this curve was way too much, and I tried to shrink it as you saw, and it just didn't work. So I flipped it over, and it's kind of what I need. So this side's working, and this side can work. I'll see if it will. If not, I just have to do it all over again. I expected that, but so this should be good for now. As you can see, I am making it in 3 pieces. This center piece, and then I'll do those small bead sections. I think I'll be able to line everything up fine. I'll make extra on the top and bottom so I can move it around a bit and make it fit. So let's shrink that edge, stretch the edge, so we can straighten this back out. So I think we might even need, yeah, let's straighten it out and see what happens. All right, I'm gonna end this video here. It's actually Saturday, so I need to end it. This reverse curve, it's not coming out the way I wanted it to. I thought I could have flipped it upside down and used it that way, but then I put the rear door on, and it's not even close to the right shape. And the bend where it's supposed to meet up like that, but it's like tucked way up there. So I got some thinking to do and kind of messing with to figure that out. So this one's getting thrown in the trash, and I will start again. I might make a smaller piece because this is 36 inches. I might do it 30 inches just so it fits in the slip roller there. I might put a little slip roll in it, like just a form, and see what that gets me first, and then maybe break the edge on the top and shrink and stretch it so I can get this curvature. I don't know, kind of flying by the seat of my pants on this one. It's kind of complicated, but we'll figure it out. So that is all for this one. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing my videos, supporting the channel. It's awesome. I'll catch you on the next one.